From the first days after the storm, it's truly neighbors helping neighbors, communities helping communities. Living in Edneyville, we were all trying to help each other get out. We were figuring out who had access to generators to have well water so that we could share well water, who would be able to run water for our neighbors to make their oxygen work. We were all truly coming together, starting with what we could see and hear and then working our way out. As I could get back into Henderson County, I drove to the EOC and I sat down next to Chris Todd and I said, "My name is Kat Carlton with United Way of Henderson County, how can we help?" And from that moment, we launched an expanded partnership and worked together to mobilize supplies, mobilize volunteers, and then also United Way of Henderson County started to mobilize funds for the community. In that first month alone, we mobilized over 1,500 volunteers serving 6,600 hours. That was not only to run the supply distribution site that the county set up, that was absolutely phenomenal. Just to put some context around that, when companies would call us and say, "I have water to donate, I have generators to donate, I have food to donate, where do I go?" Being able to tell them where to go in Henderson County that could take in semi-trucks and have those resources and have volunteers distribute it really made it possible for us to bring in even more supplies to the community. Those volunteers not only ran the distribution site, but also the 6 distribution sites throughout the county. Each night I would get a phone call from Karen, who would let me know what was needed the next morning, and we would update those volunteer spots. We'd promote it on social media, and the volunteers showed up. And that's Henderson County for you. That's neighbors helping neighbors. Every day the volunteers showed up. And even though only the night before they knew where they needed to go, because we were all pivoting, we're all adapting, we're all responding, they showed up. Church groups showed up, neighborhoods showed up, individuals showed up, companies showed up. And it was truly miraculous to see the community support of neighbors helping neighbors in Henderson County. We also started the Hurricane Response Fund, and to date, United Way of Henderson County has awarded 30 grants to local nonprofits to support unmet needs caused by Helene. Not only did we launch the volunteer platform, but we also launched an interagency nonprofit platform to be able to share who had what and who needed what to help coordinate on the nonprofit level. We launched a local community resources page because we're very proud of our long-standing partnership with NC211, but the reality in that moment was only certain agencies were open, other agencies were flooded, and we knew we needed a real-time, up-to-date resource database for how to get help, and we launched a local resources page. In those first few weeks, we pivoted that local nonprofits could call into that number and tell them what to update because we just didn't have access to technology. And so we had to be scrappy at first. We had to adapt. We had to say, what can we do today? How do we connect people to resources? How do we get volunteers to run the distribution sites? How can we help? And that has expanded over time to evolve in the creation of the Henderson County Disaster Recovery Partnership. United Way of Henderson County is the fiscal sponsorship of the Disaster Recovery Partnership, and we will host it as a program under United Way to help it get the legs to get it growing as its own organization, because the reality is recovery is going to take a long time. We know that today we can continue to connect people to resources. And I meet people every day that don't know about the resources that currently exist. So if you need home repair, if you need access to food, if you need free legal assistance to prevent unlawful evictions or to appeal a FEMA decision, please reach out. You can call NC211 by dialing 211, or you can go to our website at liveunitedhc.org. And you can click on Helene Resources, and we're listing all the resources there. We are truly committed to connecting people to the resources that currently exist, while also reaching out to try to bring more resources into our community because we know there's a long road ahead. United Way of Henderson County is often the funding behind the project, the coordination behind the program, the mobilizer of the resources. We're in the background helping support the nonprofits to do the work that they're doing in our community. We've been here for 70 years, and we're committed to being here all the way through recovery.